Hey yo, what is poppin'? It's your boy Whiteout, and today we are going to be watching the 8 most disturbing things caught on a doorbell camera. That's right, you know those little doorbell cameras that are supposed to keep you safe? Are they really doing that job if you can't sleep from what you see? I'm not sure, but we're gonna lock in today and we're gonna be able to see how scary some of these can actually be. That's already
In
creepy.
April
What?
2021, a woman named Shayla Bryan and her husband were inside their home in North Carolina when their 13-year-old son went outside to walk their dog. As soon as he walked out the door, the Ring camera footage captured a suspicious silver BMW stop in front of the family's front lawn, after which a strange man got out of the vehicle and approached the teenager.
Oh no, dude. Oh, that's weird. Oh, right off the bat, that's weird.
Honey, you living already, Papa? Huh? Oh, you living already?
How long did you live here already? Why is he asking that? That's not even formulating a correct sentence. How long did you live here already? What?
Without even introducing
That's so
himself,
weird.
the man asked the boy if he lives in the neighborhood. According to the teenager's mother, she and her husband had taught their son about stranger danger multiple times in the past, but on this particular occasion, the boy appeared to freeze up out of fear. What's most disturbing about the recording is that the man didn't waste a split second to get out of the car and talk to the boy, which suggests he was either prowling around the neighborhood waiting for someone to step out of their house, or he was very familiar with the Bryan family's routine and was specifically targeting the boy.
Yeah, I mean, if this dude's like just waiting outside specifically targeting him, but it does seem like one of those things where he's driving by and he sees him, so he automatically pulls over. It was just such a quick stop that I don't know if the routine would be, because I feel like walking your dog, the routine might change all the time. I'm not sure. I don't have a dog. Let me know if that's the case. I'm not too sure, though.
Fortunately, the teenager's father was able to intervene before anything could happen.
Oh, W Dad.
What you got to ask my son?
Oh, I was wondering about the airplane noise.
Airplane
Talking to my
noise?
son and he ain't got no adult out here. That's kind of creepy.
When the boy's father confronts him, the stranger is forced to think quickly on his feet and blurts out that he was wondering about the airplane noise in the area.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you're not pulling over to ask somebody about the airplane noise. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. You don't pull over and ask somebody who is a child about the airplane noises in the area. Dude was up to no good.
Obviously, it doesn't make a lot of sense to be driving around a random neighborhood waiting for a 13-year-old kid to walk out of his house just to ask him a question like that, and the father doesn't appear to buy the story for a second. Shayla Bryant, the boy's mother, mentioned she remained apprehensive after the incident, especially since it was never confirmed what exactly the man was planning to do. The suspect drove off soon after and was never seen again.
Yeah, that's so sketchy. That's just so,
On July
like,
15th,
dude, people are weird. People are weird. Ugh. That's so weird. It's just so creepy. Like, I don't understand. Like, do people, like, understand? Like, even if it wasn't any bad intention, do you understand that that's creepy? Like, I feel like people don't have self-awareness.
2022, a TikToker uploaded this chilling footage of an unexpected visit to her home while she was gone. In it, a disturbing voice can be heard asking to be let in at her house's back door.
That's sketchy. No, don't go back home. Don't go back home. That is not a human being. Do we get to see anything? Oh my God. Imagine if you were home at this time and this was happening. Oh my God. Dude, grab all the pens in the house and double whammy their head. Like, thank God they weren't home, right? Because that would be disturbing as all hell. But imagine if you were home and that was happening. What would you do? What would you do in that scenario? I know what I would do. It wouldn't end well for them. Oh, that's creepy. That is so creepy. That was a...
The
Oh, you
person
can see their
repeats the
shadow.
words, "Let me in," as they scratch and knock on the back door.
It's just so
The
creepy.
eerie quality of the voice, coupled with the fact that nobody can be seen on screen, led a lot of viewers to come up with different theories as to who may have been at the door. During the entire video, a human shadow can be easily made out in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, but the person themselves never walks in front of the camera.
Damn, I wish they did.
Some viewers suggested this alludes to the footage being staged. Others, however,
It
think that
could.
someone with malicious intent could be targeting her house and urge the user to be careful.
Either way, it's a
To
creepy
this day,
video.
it hasn't been confirmed what exactly this footage shows, and no further updates have been made by the TikTok user.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's a creepy
In August
video, right?
2019, a security camera inside a home in Troy, Michigan captured a suspicious man walking up the stairs and looking around the house.
Oh.
Based on his body
Oh.
language, it doesn't look like he knows his way around the home, and that's because he broke in. Although the next part of the incident wasn't caught on camera, a few seconds after walking up the stairs, the man walked into the homeowner's bedroom, where he found her sleeping.
No, dude. Oh my god. I can't sleep at night, right? That's like a personal thing. I can't sleep at night. It's just like weird. My brain doesn't work properly. But like, if I was in that situation, imagine in bed laying, you get woken out of your sleep by a stranger that broke into your house. And he said it was a female, 10 times worse things could have happened to. Like, not even just being woken up. So, oh my god, just the fear and the fight and flight, dude, would be insane.
Disturbingly, the woman reported that she woke up screaming to the man standing over her bed.
That's
The intruder
messed up.
immediately ran out of the house, but even with the footage, police were left with no leads on who this could have been or how he had gotten in. It wasn't until 2 months later in October of that year that the same man was once again captured on camera in another home in Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Like, what is this? Is this like he likes to sit there and watch people sleep type of deal? Like a weirdo? Or is he like stealing stuff from the house? Like, is this like a weird, like, I like to watch people while they sleep and like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't tell what kind of vibe it is, Because did he steal anything? Did he try to harm anybody? Or is he just like sitting there watching them? And either way, it's all bad, but it's all like, which one is it? Like, ugh.
In this incident, the man can be seen climbing onto the hot tub and peering through the window for a few seconds before walking away. Although the incident was also reported by this homeowner, the man continued to dodge the police for several months after that. Then, in January 2020, the man made yet another appearance in the area. In this instance, he peered through the kitchen window of a house in Bloomfield Township and hid behind a tree, after which the homeowner received a notification from his home security camera alerting him to the stranger's presence. Even though the first part of the incident wasn't caught on camera, footage of the man walking along the side of the house was later released.
Imagine waking up, not seeing this camera, and you just see all these tracks in your house. Ugh, dude. Like, that would be scary enough. And then seeing this random dude just start walking on your place at night, looking through your windows. That's nightmare fuel.
Once again, the intruder evaded the authorities, and it wasn't until a few days later that the police finally made a break in the case.
Ooh, that's
In
good.
February 2020, the same man was seen by a cop running from a residential yard in Bloomfield Township in the same neighborhood as the last time he was captured on video. This time, he was arrested, issued a citation and a restraining order, and forced to wear a GPS tether until his court date.
That's
The man
it?
was identified as 27-year-old Donovan Johnson, and it was later revealed that he worked as a bankruptcy attorney. After he was put in jail and released on bond, there were no further updates on the case. But if he was convicted, it's likely he's still serving time to this day.
Can you do that? A bankruptcy attorney, he said. So is that you're checking for people that have filed? Is that like you're checking on people? I don't know how that works. Or maybe he's like trying to find something that like something wrong with somebody who's filing. I don't know how the whole thing works, right? But you definitely can't do this. This isn't some private investigator stuff. You're not some sort of, undercover secret agent. You definitely can't break into people's houses and look over them while they're sleeping. Like, that does not make sense. You can't use that as an excuse. Weird, dude. People are weird.
In September 2018, a man named Jeff Knoll uploaded a disturbing video to his channel, which he titled, "Man Trying to Enter My Home in the Middle of the Night." In it, a creepy man can be seen approaching the front door of a home and seemingly attempting to find a way in.
He's tapping on the camera. Is he like urinating on the wall?
At first, the break-in seems pretty non-threatening, but a few seconds later, the man begins pulling on the doorknob and talking to himself.
I think he said, "Help me. What do I do?" I know it said "Hey," but I don't really hear "Hey." I hear a "May." I think he said like that is a crazy photo to stop onto. That is creepy as all hell. But I think he said, "Help me. What do I do?" What do I say? I wonder if this is like. That is, dude. Come on. I hope this isn't real. I hope that isn't real. I
Some of
hope
what he
this is somebody
says you
playing
can
a prank.
somewhat make out, but most of it is unclear. Before the man can go any further with his break-in attempt, the homeowner calls out from a window and threatens to call the police.
Okay, I was just looking for a dog, Fido.
You do not have a dog named Fido. Nobody actually has a dog named Fido. Like, that is the most basic dog name, and you do not have a dog named Fido. But what is his, what's going on with his
I was
face
just
right
looking
here?
for a dog, Fido.
Oh, this dude might be like schizophrenic or something. He's like talking to somebody. Like, cause he turned and he's like, I don't know, I'm just like, and he's like pointing at his head. Like, what he was like is like, I don't know, I don't know. That's what I was reading his lips
For a
as.
dog, Fido.
I think he's like talking to
Whoa.
somebody that's not there.
Don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey.
Dude.
You know, we could be friends.
Dude, F off, dude. F off.
The man gives an almost laughable excuse, saying he was just looking for his dog Fido.
I don't know if this dude is
He
all
then
there.
tells the woman that they could be friends before walking off into the night. The man was never seen again by the uploader, and they still have no idea what his
he's like
intentions
talking to
were if
somebody
he had
that's not
gotten into
there.
the house.
I think that dude had some psychological stuff
This
going on.
terrifying footage was captured in April 2023 in Connecticut. At 9:30 a.m., a man was recorded walking up the front door of a house wearing an orange vest and holding a package in his hand. As soon as the homeowner opens the door, things get disturbing pretty quickly. To make himself seem more genuine, the man pretends to read an address on the package as the homeowner makes his way to the door. But little did he know, the man wasn't there to deliver a package.
Oh.
I don't know if this is for you.
He's got a gun? I think he had a gun.
In an attempt to confuse the homeowner, the man tries to give him the package, but when the owner hesitates, the suspect immediately pulls out a weapon and tries to back.
See, I've heard about stuff like this going on where, like, they knock on the door and they're like, hi, I'm here with blah, 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 and then secretly they come in. And I heard it's a scope out tactic, too. It's a good way. Like, people will come and try to pretend to be, like, solar salesmen. I know that's a big one. Any sort of U.S. post delivery driver-esque deal. And nowadays with Amazon, sometimes they pull up in a normal car. Like, sometimes they're like, okay, like, this is the last route I have to do. I'll put the packages in my normal car to go home and I'll drop them off. Because I've seen that happen before. And it's like, okay, cool. So you don't actually know who's who at this point. And for somebody to pull out, I mean, it's kind of crazy. You can tell he didn't have any actual intent to harm him. It was just an intent to scare him because he pushed him back and the dude ran off. So Like, this dude obviously didn't have probably, like, I mean, for him to do it is dumb anyways. For him to do that is dumb, and for him to, like, do that in general is not right. It's not right. But a lot of times you see these cases of, like, robberies and stuff. They don't actually have intent to harm people. They have an intent to, like, look like they're going to harm people. That's something, like, you learn at some jobs when, like, they talk to you about going over certain things. But normally they don't really want to rob, like, and harm people. So, because if they did want to, what would stop them just from pulling the trigger right there and then walking in, right? I mean, in reality. So at least nobody got harmed here, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, imagine you'll never trust anybody who comes up to your door again. You'll never trust anybody. And for him to get in the car, like, he had getaway drivers and everything.
The owner into his house. However, the homeowner pushes the man away before retreating into his home. After the armed man ran away, he was identified by police as 37-year-old Xavier Otero and was arrested at a family member's house in nearby Hartford, Connecticut. Otero was promptly charged with home invasion, threatening, criminal possession of a firearm, and criminal attempt to commit unlawful restraint. During the investigation, the cops learned about an alleged plot to take part in a home invasion where the occupants of the home were going to be restrained with zip ties and robbed at gunpoint. The suspect also mentioned something about possibly invading a second home in Manchester, Connecticut. While executing a search and seizure warrant on the home where they found Otero, police said they found approximately 1.1 kilograms of drugs and other items commonly used in the operation of a drug factory. In the same room, the cops found a bag full of heavy-duty zip ties. Shortly after Otero's arrest, police also took the driver of the truck into custody and charged him with conspiracy to commit home invasion and conspiracy to commit unlawful restraint. A month after these arrests, a third suspect was taken into custody, where he was identified as the mastermind behind the operation and promptly sentenced to prison. As of now, all three suspects are still in jail.
Good thing that they were caught. Good thing that they were caught. They deserve to get caught. Like, come on. Really? You want to sit here and try to, like, just rob people? Like, it's just like, dude, oh my God. It's just like, what's the point? I get what the point is, okay? I get what the point is. But it's just the sheer fact of, like, you're going to do that to another human being? Like, why? Why? And, like, you're going to give them all that trauma, all that, like, come on, man. Good thing they got caught.
This eerie and confusing footage was captured by a homeowner's Ring camera one night in August 2023 in an otherwise peaceful neighborhood in Bowling Green, Ohio. In the footage, a masked man can be seen ringing the doorbell and immediately running away.
Is that just like a ding-dong ditch thing? Now he's standing all the way back there. That's
Initially,
creepy.
the incident appears to be a pretty lame ding-dong ditch attempt, which almost every homeowner has been the victim of at some point or another. But looking closely at the footage, you'll notice the man never actually ran away.
Yeah, he's still standing there. That is creepy.
While the man stood in the middle of the street staring eerily at the door, the homeowner made his way down the stairs after being woken up by the sound of the doorbell. As soon as he saw this figure just eyeing him down in the middle of the street, he called the cops. The next day, Bowling Green police posted the video on Facebook, asking the man's neighbors to help identify the masked intruder. And it didn't take long for other residents of the area to complain that they had been through similar incidents in the days leading up to the uploading of the video. Following the incident, the man was never identified by police. His intentions are still unknown.
I wonder if he does that to see if anybody's home, or I wonder if he does that just to, like, try to be creepy, which I don't know why. Like, what do you think you are, the main character? Like, just stop. Like, it's nighttime. Go to bed. Like, or don't go to bed. Just sit there and do nothing. Watch a movie. Watch Endgame. That's what I did the other night. Like, so what? I rewatched a movie. Like, at least I'm not out here, you know, doing all this other stuff. Like, I don't understand people's thought processes. Like, I don't get it. Maybe somebody understands. Maybe somebody could be like, oh, it makes sense because of this. And I would love to sit down and have a debate because I don't see the point. I don't see the point.
On a rainy morning in 2020, a Ring camera captured a woman walking up to the front door of a house
her mouth
and
open?
ringing the doorbell repeatedly.
Oh, no. Ew, no. Back up. Go away, lady. Why is your mouth open? Oh my god, no, please, go away. Oh my god.
Strangely, the woman keeps her mouth wide open almost the entire time, but it's unclear if this is due to the influence of drugs, or maybe if it's a symptom of potential illness. After a
only thing
few
I was
seconds of
thinking,
waiting,
but-
the woman turns around and leaves. The fact that she can be seen apparently putting her fingers in her mouth as she turns to leave suggests that she might have been in pain, a theory that was echoed by several viewers in the Reddit thread where the clip was originally posted. Other viewers suggested the woman might have been sleepwalking as a result of some powerful sleep medication. But
Yeah, but is she gonna grab an umbrella while it's raining if she's sleepwalking? I don't know about that. I was thinking it could be something, but she has her mouth closed right here, right? So if she's in pain, I'm not too sure what that's about. It's just like, like I have to. Something in my head might be telling me it's like, maybe some sort of symptom of something that is keeping her mouth open, but still, that's creepy.
because the clip was captured at 6 a.m., it's also possible that she had been wandering around all night. However, it remains unclear if the woman was genuinely asking for help or if she was possibly planning to do something else entirely.
It's just weird. That one's creepy.
This footage was
Ugh.
captured at around 1:35 p.m. on October 16, 2018 in Alberta, Canada. According to the homeowner, he received a motion alert from his Ring camera while he was at work. Because it was unusual for him to have visitors in the middle of the day, he immediately activated the live view feature, and that's when he saw this.
Oh yeah, right off the bat, that's not a good sign. Looking through the window. He noticed the camera. Dude, the looking through the
At
window.
first, he mentioned how he didn't think there was anything strange going on, seeing how the visitor was dressed similarly to most utility and telecom workers in the area. But after the man began banging insistently on the door and peering through the window into the house, he immediately became suspicious.
Looking through the window, like he's like, oh, I didn't think anything strange. The first thing he did was look through the window as he started knocking. The first thing he did. That is right there a sign of suspicion. If you're sitting there on the job doing like utility work, half the time you're knocking on the door and you're like, I'm getting paid. I don't care. Like I'm just sitting around. I'm getting paid. If you're a contractor, you might be wanting to get the job done quicker. Like yeah, I mean that makes sense. But him looking through the window like that and then looking at the camera and seeing the camera and being like super vigilant of the camera and then kind of going back up and looking. What's going on there? What did he pull out? Oh, a glove. He's trying to open the door with the glove so he doesn't get his fingerprints on it. Now he's telling people to come.
After prying at the door with a glove to avoid leaving fingerprints, the man motions to his accomplice to come to the door, and that's when things get even more disturbing.
Now he's trying to pry it open with a screwdriver.
Get away from the door.
Yeah, look who got caught. Look who got caught. Dude.
While the man in the Yankees cap acts as a lookout, the man in the vest uses what appears to be a large screwdriver to violently pry the door open and break in. After managing to get the door partially open, the homeowner manages to activate the two-way talk function and makes his presence known. After the video was
they were
made
quick to
public,
get
the
out of
homeowner
there.
was interviewed by local police about the incident. The video was then posted to Facebook, where many neighbors and nearby residents claimed to know who the two men were.
Yeah, I hope
However,
they
it
got
was
caught.
never confirmed if the two suspects were apprehended. Based on
man.
what was captured on video, the two men were most likely planning an armed robbery. But with no further context, it's impossible to know if that's really what they had in mind, or if they plan to do something worse. As of this upload, there have been no further updates on the incident.
I mean, robbery at least, right? It has to be a robbery at least. Because you don't know if they had like a true weapon. I mean, they had like the screwdriver that you can use as a weapon and stuff like that. But if nobody's home, it's just going to be a robbery, right? So luckily, he had the two-way action that he could talk to them. Dude, some of those are really, like, sometimes, like, we watch some horror stuff, we watch some ghost stuff. Dude, people are scarier than ghosts. Like, let me tell you, because ghosts, like, you see something fall, you see a door close, you're like, damn, okay, I'm here alone, and there's something here. I would rather be stuck with a ghost than have a scenario like this where a person's trying to, like, enter your facility. But hey, you know what? I give them that 1-2 Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid. You gotta stand on business at some points. But man, some people are just weird. Like tapping on a door, running away, going into somebody's house and watching them sleep. Like, it doesn't matter what excuse you try to bring to the table. Oh, dude, I'm a bankruptcy guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, it doesn't matter. Dude, that's weird. That's weird. At the end of the day, you're weird, dude. You're weird. But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure you absolutely smash that like button. Honestly, it's pretty cringy if you haven't. I mean, I'm not upset at you, but like, come on, what are we doing here? You don't want somebody showing up to your door. It's okay. It's okay. It could be fixed. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, because if you haven't, what are you doing, bro? Just subscribe, join the Whiteout Army. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.